Hello and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We are getting ready to jump back into our new Call of Cthulhu game. It's an investigative vacation. Last time we played was first session. We are a group of folks who work for MetLife, investigating not only insurance fraud but also mythos fraud? Question mark. We were on vacation down in Atlantic City. As we were there, storms started to blow in when we were there for our first day. There was a loud bang. Oh, we did some gambling. Maurice was up and would not even bother to buy dinner for the rest of us or loan us $20 or whatever. So while we were gambling, there was a loud bang as the storm started to blow in, lightning and thunder. The lights went off in the casino, so we wound up going and crashing. I don't think any of us were disturbed in our sleep that evening. But the next morning we went down for breakfast. People looked super tired. A number of people had the same dream. It was a ship going down and a clawed hand and some variations of that sort of stuff. So we decided to go stroll down on the beach, and there was shit everywhere from the storm. There was part of a shipwreck. There were little black pearls that were strewn across the sand. There was a couple of sharks, which I had some fun time playing around with. There was a parcel name on the ship. We assumed that it was likely a pirate vessel. There was a weird bug-eyed pale guy who was trying to coordinate recovery of some of the items. He was going to have the shark brought to his little museum of oddities and have that stuffed. We got the sense that he was interested in the pearls but wouldn't grab them. Maurice grabbed a couple. I think Charles grabbed one or two. Some of the kids were grabbing them and, taking off with them. Then Maurice went to the library. Frank and I were dicking around on the beach with the ship and stuff. Appeared to be a nest made out of seaweed inside the remnants of the shipwreck. Let's see. Maurice found that the ship was the Caroline. Some of it had washed up before, apparently. There were black pearls in it then. He had found another article that the Barnes family was murdered over these black pearls. There was some supposition that the husband freaked out and killed the family. We decided to head out to the museum with the oddly bug-eyed guy. It smells vaguely of formaldehyde. There was, not that the characters know necessarily, but there was a full deep one on display. He tried to buy some of the pearls off of us, but we neglected to sell or decided not to sell. Went back to gamble and sleep. That night, at least one of us woke up hearing singing. So went to the window to go check it out, and there was a human octopus hybrid that was beckoning from the beach. When we went down for breakfast in the morning, I think that there was also some scuttlebutt about people having shared dreams. And just as there was a casual comment made of, oh, well, we have these black pearls again. I wonder if, hopefully nobody got murdered this time. The door burst open. Somebody ran in and yelled, "There's been a murder." And I assume we're going to pick up roughly right around there.
So,
what do you mean, murder?
What did the overnight guard at the bank? That they found him dead this morning, and the door's been torn off the bank.
Torn off? Oh, I've got to see this.
The outside door, or the vault door, because the vault door. I mean, that'd be a heck of a feat.
I know about the outside door. I don't know about the vault.
Oh, okay. Did anybody say was he shot? Was he beaten up? Somebody call the police. Somebody should call the police.
They're there.
I do a slow look to each of my compatriots.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, when somebody says a door's been ripped off of a bank, I kind of like to see that.
I mean, maybe we could see if there's like any like sucker marks, right? I mean, I told you about the dream, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying that it was her, whatever, but I mean, maybe. And what are we gonna do with these pearls? Like, I don't want to get murdered, guys, right? Like, should we just give them back? I mean, we should just give them back, right? I mean, you said there's something in there, so
Well,
like,
at the very least, sell them back because we know he wants it. He wants to sell them. He may be more desperate to buy it,
no,
now.
no, not him. You give them back to the octopus lady.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want her killing me over if those are babies. That's horrifying. But I mean, I don't want to get murdered for her to like not have the.
If we
Yeah,
end up working, I better get my vacation time back. And I'm pretty sure per contract we're owed compensation time as well.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair. We are on vacation, but I mean, if something's going on, right? I mean, we gotta look, right? Like, what are the odds that something happens while we're here? I mean, we can't just walk away from it, right? I mean,
Well, I'm just.
I agree.
curious
We just
about
need to
seeing
make
the
sure that we
damage.
actually tag the time that we're working.
that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, now we can do this.
All right, let me finish this coffee.
Years later, Maurice will run afoul of the company as he begins the nascent work of building a union.
Oh, no. Maurice doesn't give a shit about other people. He just wants to make sure he gets paid.
I support unions and everything, but the guys that run the unions don't give a shit about anybody but themselves.
They just know
that they have to fix that. They have to. Rising tide lifts everybody. We're all adults. Let's not romanticize. All right. I guess we'll go check out the, assuming we can even get near the place. Of probably a bunch of looky-loos already. Heading there, and cops. Although the cops who knows? Maybe the cops are in there, investigating. In other words, filling their pockets.
Yeah. Oh, good for insurance inspector.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess unless we can get our food to go, or do we have our food already in front of us when everything?
The food is in front of you.
Oh, okay. Can we get some boxes to go?
Meanwhile, Charles is stuffing his face to finish the rest of his food.
Were to-go boxes a thing then?
I don't know. Probably not.
Well, all right. Well, I'll take a few bites of my food, but now I'm like thinking about, monsters and bank vaults and all kinds of things. So I'm kind of just, I'm kind of, I kind of want to be a looky-loo like everybody. Like I just said, oh, there's a bunch of looky-loos. I want to be one of them.
All right. Off to be looky-loos you guys go, and I'm going to guess there's probably a chance you guys just walk out with your plates.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Actually, Maurice is going to make this official. So while they finish up, I'm going to go back to my room. I'm going to get my ID and all that, so that this is I will document the time and date that we started. I have the briefcase. Everything is ready.
All right. When you guys get down to the bank, there is indeed a crowd of looky-loos. The door to the bank has been ripped clear out of the wall.
Wow. Like
there
frame
are
and all?
chunks of brick missing where the hinges are.
Cool. Nice. Always monster attacks are always interesting.
There are sheets over several objects on the ground. Police are trying to keep people from viewing them, but there's some red staining through the sheets. Does not seem to be one single object.
Mm.
And in the crowd, you could hear, I heard that the vault door was torn off too.
I turn to look. I'm like, see, gotta be a monster or something, right? Like, don't just rip the door off the. I mean, do you see the front door? Like, it's one thing to like kick down the door or whatever, but like, it's just right out of the concrete.
Yeah.
And it looks like there was more people killed than just the guard, just the night guard.
Roll medicine.
Oh, I don't think I have that.
Fail.
See if I can roll one.
Or if there's a natural history.
Natural history. Nope, fail both.
Yep, fail that one too.
Yep, ditto. Came kind of close, actually, but...
Get the bad ones out of the way first.
Right.
All right.
Can I do spot hidden? Right, like
Sure.
we're not only insurance investigators but mythos investigators, right? Like,
Roll
Wanna-
spot hidden.
yeah, like rule out like, oh, they tied a truck in a chain, like, are there, marks on the ground? Does it look like there's any, weird footprints? I mean, like any like, start to like get into the investigator mind of like, all right, let's start to rule stuff out.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that number? That's a 56. And my spot hidden is 55. I'll spend 1 point of luck.
There are some claw marks in the stone around where the door was ripped out. This is stone concrete.
Oh. Hey, there's some, looks like, and he holds his hands up in a claw, like claw marks, and he kind of like starts waving his hand on the stone.
How many police are around here? How many?
There, you see 4 officers, and you can presume there are also some inside.
Oh, okay.
I
They're
like
trying to keep everybody back.
I try to put my hands like in the mark to like gauge size. Is it bigger than my hand? Like my size is 85, so like he's not a small
So
guy.
you're getting close enough to the door to like put your hands there.
Yeah, like if I clock the scratches.
The police are not letting you get that close.
They won't let me
unless
get
you
that
talk
close.
your
Okay.
way in there.
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah. Maurice, and like he'll like just kind of like angle us and like, hey,
Let's see.
you're up, man.
Right. Yeah. I'll pull. So I have my MetLife little name tag, right? So I have like I'll put that on, clip it onto my suit, the lapel, and begin to walk up to the entrance of the bank.
Okay, when you reach the police line, they stop you.
Yep.
You need to go back.
Excuse me, but I am here on official insurance business. We are here to assess the situation and make sure none of our clients' property has been stolen or damaged.
Roll your fast talk.
Let's see. That is, let's see. I got tons of luck. I'm gonna spend the 5 luck to make that a success.
Yeah, this isn't Georgie.
Well, this is how you get to Georgia. This is how you end up with Georgia.
Hey, listen, I still have 5 times more luck than Georgie does.
All right. I'll go in. The manager's in there with the detectives.
Appreciated.
All right.
And I'll kind of like look over my shoulder and give the guys a wink and
All
then
right,
head
well,
in.
We'll move in very officially,
If we
all
go in
belong
with
here.
you, I'm definitely am gonna like put my hand up. I'm like, oh, like wow, that's crazy. But then I also want to like put my hand up where I see the claw marks to see like.
It is bigger than your hand, and you're left wondering what could be strong enough to leave claw marks in stone.
Yeah, I shudder a little bit, and then I'm just like looking around for stuff now to see if anything sort of like scratches the eye as we're sort of walking through here. Anything at a place, you know.
Can roll spot hidden. Everybody can roll spot hidden.
That one is a fail. I'm gonna get rid of that.
That's
thing.
Success. Hard success.
Yep.
Okay.
Hard success.
So as you guys walk in, you notice there doesn't seem to be a lot of collateral damage to the bed. The vault door that's been ripped off isn't the one right behind the tellers where the cash would be. It's the one where security deposit boxes would be.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't even look like the cash vault door was even touched. The security boxes door was ripped off, and you could see before you go in there that only some of the boxes were ripped open.
Mm-hmm.
What is left behind seems to be jewelry, money, papers. The manager of the bank and one of the detectives come up to you. Gentlemen, may we help you? Why are you here? Who are you?
Yes, we are representing our client, and I'll wave to Charles and Frank, and I was like, what's the museum guy's name again?
Williams. Mr.
Harry,
Williams.
Harry Williams, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Williams.
Roll up.
Just making sure his investment here is secure after the break-in.
Roll luck.
Roll luck first.
Not even close.
Mr. Williams doesn't have a box here. We won't rent to him.
Well, I do apologize. Our client told us that he does have securities within this establishment.
He has a cash account. He does not have a box here.
Again, apologies.
The detective says, I'm going to need you to leave now.
Can I get one quick little last glance over the manager's shoulder?
Sure.
See if there's any signs of water or seaweed or anything like that. Yeah. God damn it, no.
Awesome.
Let's see. Can I burn 51 luck?
And there we are. And here
that'll bring me Georgie levels.
And
right
here
there.
we
that
are.
Will be good.
I knew we were. I said we were getting here. Just
Right.
If either of the other two of you want to roll spot hidden, go ahead.
yeah.
Sure. Nope.
Nope.
We're awesome at this.
Oh, yeah.
The last time we played, I think I succeeded at one roll.
We immediately begin looking around. But it was a noble effort too. It was a noble effort by Maurice.
Yep.
We just couldn't too.
So, as after they push us outside, I guess I say to the other two guys, you saw there was money and jewels, right? So some. I mean, obviously somebody didn't break in here. I mean, you saw that. Like, and he just holds his hands up into a claw. He says,
Well, I definitely think something broke in here.
But yeah, but I think it was maybe like that octopus lady, right? Because like, if people thought they were pearls, and then they took them and they put them in their boxes, and then she broke in to get the eggs from the boxes, right?
Honestly, Maurice, I think you either need
You're
therapy or a
Maurice.
lot of bourbon. I'm Maurice.
Did you take a hit in the head?
Yeah.
Did you sleep last night? How much did you drink?
He depleted all that luck, and it just.
Quite a bit, thank you very much.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Do you smell toast?
Look, we've seen stuff before. I mean, and you saw like holds his hands up again in the claw, like the claw. You saw the stone, right? I mean,
Now, one thing with the safety deposit boxes, it looks like specific boxes were targeted. I wonder if it's like one of those belongs to the Barnes family.
but they're all dead. How are they going to have a box?
Well, like though that specific family dead and relatives being alive is, not the same thing. Is two different things. There could have been, distant relations, in-laws.
I mean, I guess that's possible. I don't know.
In-laws that,
could simply be an unclaimed box as well if it
Yeah.
was here in secret.
Yeah.
How do we find like an octopus lady from the ocean? Like, should we stay outside tonight? Like, I'm thinking ahead for later, right? Like, if she wants the eggs, and we have a couple of the eggs, that means she's going to be coming for us, and I think we need to nip that in the bud.
Now we'd have to wonder, like, a lot of people right now have eggs. So, I mean, are we gonna, like, tonight, are we going to see like a group of people pulled out of their hotel rooms?
Maybe. I mean, there's no way to know how many people have these things, right? I mean, what do we put, like, an ad in the paper?
Maybe work on consolidating, getting the eggs out of people's hands. Work on getting them out of people's hands. Maybe talk to Williams again and advise him on a price to set that would be enticing for people to give up their eggs.
Potentially.
Maybe.
Get them all in one spot rather than, okay, tonight all of a sudden now, like, oh, this house and the hotel and one of us gets ripped out of our bed, dude.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No, I definitely don't want that last part.
And a bunch of kids grab those things. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Well,
Never get them
shit.
all, but you could, if we work with the museum guy, since he's so hot to get them.
Yeah, you think he knows what they are?
I'd say he at least suspects that they're not pearls. He suspects there's some kind of weird animal egg or something. I don't know if he thinks monster or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't think that octopus lady was like in the wreck, right? I mean, that seaweed did kind of like look like a nest or something.
Well, I mean, now we're talking about nests, and we pretty much figured that pearls are eggs. So.
Well, I mean, at this point, though, the ship was previously at the bottom of the ocean, right? The storm, or at least the shore, the storm brought it to shore.
Yeah.
So there is a large possibility that she was nesting,
minding her own
ship.
business, minding her own business in her nest. She gets pulled up, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of humans come around grabbing all her eggs, and now.
Although that doesn't explain the first appearance of these with the first half of the ship.
Oh.
Well, well, you were telling us that the Barnes is like they had them and they got murdered over the pearls, but maybe it was the octopus lady and it wasn't her. It wasn't the dad.
Potentially.
He just took the fall for it because who's going to believe that a monster lady came out of the ocean to get her eggs back again?
Look at that. Saving people in the current day and exonerating someone in history. That would be an excellent feat.
I mean, we can't tell anybody that, but I mean, who'd believe it anyway?
Well, I think at least the more pertinent move for us to do right now is to find the largest clutch of eggs and attempt to return those. Perhaps if we do the bulk of them, then this sea witch will ignore the rest.
Yeah, at least minimize the amount of damage done.
What do you think if like if we went to like the paper or something and said like that, you know, the eggs were dangerous because like, or we wouldn't say eggs, right? But like we said that those pearls were dangerous because like they were coated in something that could cause people to be sick, and then people should turn them in so that they don't get sick.
They have strange radio waves emanating from them.
Yeah, I mean, you'd say there was like some kind of like a bacteria on them or something. Ocean bacteria.
Well, we could simply say that they are fish eggs. Maybe they're from some invasive species.
Oh God, if we say they're eggs, people will eat them. God only knows what'll happen then. That might be worse.
Invasive species in the 30s? Or in the 20s?
I don't know. Listen, the Endangered Species Act wasn't started until 1973, okay? So I'm trying to find something. I'm sorry that people didn't give a shit in the 20s.
Well, Teddy Roosevelt sort of cared.
True.
Sort of.
Yeah. He cared enough so he could shoot everything that he was protecting.
Yeah.
Like I said, sort of. There's a kind of caring there.
No, I think if we are simply somewhat honest with the people and, they believe these to be wealthy black pearls from a pirate ship, right?
Yeah, well, we disabuse people of wealth.
If we just tell them these are worthless,
yeah,
right? They are fish eggs. Worst comes to worst, they throw them away or they flush them down a toilet, and it ends up back in the ocean anyway.
I mean, but people might think if we tell them that they're worthless, then they may think that we're trying to get them so that we can collect them ourselves and sell them, right? I mean,
well, we can just tell them, flush it down the drain, throw them down the sink, flush them down your toilet. We're not trying to collect them. We're just trying to return them back to the ocean.
I would say, again, like I'd go is like a financial reward. Like if we put out like, oh, okay, if you return them all to this place, this person will pay this amount.
They're not coming out of my cut.
Well, no, I'm not saying about you. I'm talking about the museum guy. He wants them.
Yeah, but we don't want him to have them either, right? I mean, we want him to go back.
He's weird. I mean, I'm like, he's weird and off-putting, but, is he weird and off-putting in okay, I'm going to do something nefarious with this, or I'm just weird and I want to have a lot of weird stuff around in my weird place?
Dorsey, when Maurice held the egg up to the candle or whatever, he could see movement, but it wasn't something specific, right? Like it didn't look like anything in particular other than like, oh, there's something alive in this. Because I don't remember.
Actually, much like when you candle a chicken egg, it did look like there was something alive in there.
Okay, but not specific. Like it didn't look like a monster or a fish or a...
It looked like a vertebrate embryo.
Yeah,
Well, Jesus, you ever saw an MRI of a baby in the womb? It looks like a damn demon.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
I just want to be because so, all right. So then, well, what if we what if we go to the aquarium, right? And we tell them like, hey, those things that washed up, they were eggs, and were like people might get sick, and like maybe you could like put out an announcement that you want to collect them, and then we could get them back into the water, right? Like that way nobody gets hurt. We don't want anybody to get hurt.
I mean, obviously that's the core concept. It's just we're trying to work out like what's going to get people to give them up the fastest, too.
I mean, because we could show them at the aquarium. I mean, if it just looks like
Yeah, right.
something is growing, right? I mean,
Like literally, like you show a scientist that, and they'll get interested in it. Yeah.
might be the easiest way to collect them. I mean, I can't imagine that Williams is gonna pony up his own bucks, especially if he doesn't get to keep them.
Oh no, absolutely not.
And I don't
All
think
right,
the
fair
town's
enough,
gonna care
fair
enough,
enough,
right?
fair
I mean,
enough. All right.
what do they care if people take eggs? I mean, it's not like we could tell them it's a freaking monster.
All right, so aquarium. If we can talk to somebody, of a scientific disposition at the aquarium.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
So there is a fish house.
Which is like a fish hatchery, a
We assume
restaurant.
there's like an aquarium. It's just
It's sort
Aquarium.
of the precursor to an aquarium.
Got it.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think? Should we try it?
Can't hurt.
yeah. Try yeah. I say yes.
You got the silver tongue, Maurice. I think
We
you
give
should
it a-
handle it.
We give it a try. Maybe there's somebody who can appreciate. Oh, this is a strange form of life, and we gotta at least, like you said, try to get it out of the hands of people that are going to get sick or injured.
Right.
All right, so I guess we'll head over to the fish house.
The fish house is not the biggest of buildings. It is near the small, very touristy zoo that they have. But it's probably about the size of a small bank, and inside it's filled with different tanks that contain various fish. There are a few people going around it. One of them is in a white coat. And then also inside you see people who are there just to look at the fish.
Anything particularly stands out, like anything large or small or?
Mostly what you see are things that people could manage to keep alive without needing to do extensive water chemistry.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like the nightmare that is keeping fish. I never did, but I had friends, and listening to them talk about all the crap that's needed is like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Do they happen to have an octopus? Or would that be too
They
complicated?
do.
They do. So I think
Oh,
it's
God.
like we're kind of wandering around. It catches my eye, and I go over and kind of like, dunk, dunk. Hey, buddy. And he like reaches into his pocket and like, is this one of yours?
And roll initiative. And what is everybody's dex?
Right.
We're trying to get him home. And he like leans in.
It just looks at you.
Changes color.
The palpable sense of malice radiates from its inhuman eyes.
It has no reaction to being shown the pearl.
I nod, I give it the thumbs up, and then I scurry off to catch up with the other two.
All right. The person in the white coat, too. I I guess does that look like that's a worker, not like just a somebody?
It looks like a lab coat.
Oh, okay, a lab coat. All right. I guess we'll, point out the lab coat and say, I guess that's somebody to approach at the very least and start asking questions.
You approach him, and he turns to look at you. He's tall and thin, with graying hair. He wears a set of glasses, and he looks at you. May I help you?
Yes, hello, sir. We're representatives of the MetLife Insurance Company. We've been in town on various businesses. I was wondering, are you aware of the recent storm and what it dredged up from the sea?
Of course, I was one of the first out there to catalog the various life that you might not have seen before and take some samples.
Well, to that end, did you happen to recover any of those black pearls that people seem to be so taken with?
I saw them, but they really were not my interest. And to be quite honest, it's highly unlikely that they are pearls.
No.
The oyster which would create a pearl is primarily located in the Pacific Islands, namely Tahiti. Black pearls are incredibly rare. Also, the odds of an entire oyster bed lying just off our shore, all of them opening up during the storm to put out identical pearls, is absurd. These must be some sort of stone or child's marble that was thrown into the ocean and washed up.
Could we recovered one of them and made something of a discovery. I was wondering if my associate and if we could step in the back with. My associates and I could step in the back with you and try to show you what we found, dude.
I'm a very busy man. I have to make sure all of our specimens stay alive.
I think this would be actually very interesting. This could be a new specimen for you for your exhibit. So it'd only take a few minutes if you have a light source.
Roll persuade.
Yeah. Hey. There you go. All right. Finally. All right.
You convince him. He introduces himself as Dr. Silverstein.
All right.
He leads you into his office. What is this discovery, gentlemen?
Maurice.
Doc, I think they're eggs.
Charles, Maurice, if we could get a light source and just, we take the egg and put it up against the light and show him the little creature inside, dude.
I'm elbowing Maurice. Come on, show him the pearl. Get the egg. I mean, get the thing.
And I'll reach into I'll put the briefcase down, pop it open, pull out one of the eggs, and hand it to him.
What am I to do with it?
You got to hold it up to the light.
He holds it up to the light, and his eyes go wide.
That's what we thought, right? Like, that's crazy.
Like, but this is not a hard. This does not match what we know of an amniotic egg. You say it came from the ocean, then it should have dried out by now, rendering anything within it inviable.
We also discovered, in the wreckage of the ship, we saw something that, we're not biologists by any stretch of the imagination, but we saw something that almost looked like nesting materials inside of the ship, inside the wreckage of the ship.
In the ocean, we hypothesized most things would make sand nests, much like you see fish do in the shallows.
Like, this was woven seaweed. This was seaweed gathered up and almost woven together into a pattern.
fish don't weave.
Well, that's why we're bringing it to you, sir. I mean, like, it seems to be an egg. These were scattered everywhere, and even more strangely, there was an incident recently. There was an incident this morning at the bank
So I heard.
where there was significant property damage, and it didn't seem to be done by machinery.
I elbow you like.
There was no evidence. While we can't speak to scientific, analysis, we do, car accidents, we do fraud cases, robberies, things like that. We are investigators, and we would know if a door had been ripped off by a truck, hooking a winch to it and just ripping it off.
I think what my associate is trying to say is that if these are eggs, I mean, we want to get these back in the water, right? Because we want to protect our oceans and wildlife. But as insurance investigators, we want to make sure that no one gets hurt. If a kid puts this in his mouth, I mean, there might be diseases and things
Okay, so he's listening to you. He does not seem to be making the monster type connection at all. That something could have come up and taken.
Yeah. And I want to steer him away from that.
Right over his scientific mind.
Yeah.
But he is like, "Are you asking me to help collect these from the public for the sake of science?"
Well, for the sake of public safety, really, in all honesty, sir, as an investigator of insurance-related things, we want to make sure that the public is safe and that there is no, potential harm. If we could collect these, then it's, unlikely that someone's, dog eats one of these things, or like it hatches and I don't know, goes in somebody's ears or something. Like, who knows what could happen, right? I mean, if we could get these collected here, we could get them back in the water where they rightly belong.
He nods. How exactly is it you want me to help you with this? Are you?
Is Atlantic City relatively small at this point still? I think so, right? Like, I mean,
it's not the gigantic metropolis it is now.
Yeah. I mean, perhaps an ad in the paper that says there's some concern about public safety, possible ingestion, radio, perhaps the local radio station.
Yeah, I can put out an announcement for them, and he takes the one you've handed him and he puts it into a tank.
I nod slowly. It's not a great idea, but we also gave it to him. Yes.
If it's only one, hopefully.
Yeah. And then, I walk over to your suitcase and I reach into my pocket and I take my eggs and I stick them in your briefcase so that I don't have them on my person anymore. I try to do it somewhat surreptitiously.
Close it quickly so that he doesn't see the eggs.
Yeah, good call.
I will. If you go make arrangements at the radio station, I will write up an announcement for you and sign my name to it.
Okay. All right. Is there any...
Maybe you should write up something first so when we go over, we have your name and stuff already written up so they take us more seriously.
He sits down and starts drafting. About 20 minutes later, he hands you an incredibly scientific and dry announcement requesting that the public kindly turn these over to the fish house so that science can investigate what new possible creature this is, and at the same time assess if it poses any risks to human health or livestock through its life cycle or any diseases or toxins it might carry. In addition, he offers a free admission for every person who brings these in.
We'll read it, and on the way to the radio station, whoever's good at writing or something, I don't know how that would work out. Try to jazz that up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes
for
sense.
sure. For sure.
Second draft of jazz it up.
Could
Get
that
rid of
be
some of that nerd, like kind of
Language own English.
shave off some of that nerd feel to it.
Would that be like
you
a
have a 90 in
talk?
English.
Okay, there you
There you go.
There we go.
You're zhuzhing it up.
Yeah.
Hey, get to work, Stanley.
Apply the liberal art.
Because in the
See,
end, that was
hopefully I don't roll another high ass 90 like I've been doing. Oh, 81, close enough.
There you go.
Jesus.
Like an
It's a
81,
success.
any other kind of roll, that'd be a failure. And it's like, but you have
Right,
so
yep.
much.
Literally, any other skill would have been a failure.
Yeah, like, who has 80 in anything?
Right.
He gets out.
I
a
write
pencil.
legal documents for a living. This
Yeah.
is
It's
what
not
this
much
character
better.
does. I have a 90 in a language and a 70 in law. What else do you want?
All
Okay,
right,
so you jazz it up, and you guys arrive at the radio station.
All right. I guess we'll talk to the receptionist and see if there's somebody we can talk to about, doing a public safety broadcast. And and briefly interrupting one of the shows currently going and do a public safety broadcast based on this doctor's recommendation.
Mm-hmm. Or at least in the interstitial, right? When they cut to the news or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't have to do a break-in, but... I mean, chances are she doesn't come back until tonight. So...
Right.
If it's early, that's all day for people to possibly bring over, whatever.
Okay. So, how are you persuading the radio to do this?
Well, there were actually laws in place that broadcast media had to be something for the public good, dude. So we could frame it as they only got rid of those in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, we just tell them, right? Like,
tell them this is a public safety issue, a public health issue. A bunch of, I mean, however they're described in the document, eggs of an unknown nature, unknown life, washed up on shore, they present a health risk. Just having them on your person isn't dangerous, but like they could break, they could be eaten by animals, children could get a hold of them, and it's an issue of we just want to get them out of as many people's hands as possible and into the hands of the proper authorities, which would be the aquarium.
And we have the letter from the doctor, right? Like we've just come from the fish house. The doctor has provided, us with this documentation to come over. He sent us as his representatives to, get this on the air for the, public safety. Yada, yada, all the stuff you said.
And we keep saying is doctor rather than science. That way it actually sounds like a health issue rather than just, scientific curiosity.
Fish issue.
All right. Somebody make me the persuade check on that. Because you guys are basically saying fish eggs are a hazard to the public. So. You do have advantage because you got Silverstein to write the thing for you.
All right, who's got the best persuade? I made a persuade roll. I don't have persuade.
No,
I have
don't.
59 in persuade.
Well, there
You're
you
the
go.
best. Yeah, I got 10. And I can't pass a roll.
Wow, that's such a great sound.
That's a 90.
I said you have advantage.
Oh, yeah, roll that
Oh,
10s again.
advantage. Okay. That's 100.
We tried. We tried.
I think that's legit the first time I've ever rolled 100.
We have advantage, so it's not a fumble.
Oh my
Right?
god.
Like, it's not a... You take the better of the two.
Yeah,
Better of the
90.
two is a 90.
But it's not a... 90's not a fumble, though.
Yeah, well, you know, I
Oh
mean,
my
let's
God.
let's just try and start thinking of other ways to handle this problem.
You know what? Let the octopus lady just have them. I don't.
I mean, that's what we're trying to do, Maurice.
Oh.
Your dice are just, they don't like you.
They're horrible.
You should put them on the shelf and pick new
I
ones.
need. I'm searching for another. I'm searching for another set of 100. I don't normally swap them out, but this is absurd.
Maybe we just suck at games, guys.
I think we do.
Can we say that they didn't put us on because we're not professionals? They didn't put us on live. That they were recording that to play it, and then the guys like looking at it like, what the hell is this? Like you're supposed to be a lawyer and you just stammer all over yourself. Can anybody? I don't care. Anybody else? Can anybody else try and record this for us?
You guys, I thought you were good. I thought you were a lawyer. I thought you're supposed to be good at talking. I draft documents.
They're kind of looking at you guys like you're the Three Stooges.
I poke Maurice in the eyes.
They're like, are you guys serious?
But, I mean, yeah, because the doc said, right? I mean, like, if there's like bacteria or whatever, like you're touching the eggs, and then you put your fingers in your mouth or something, like somebody could get sick.
Roll luck.
No, 67.
He once had pink eye.
All right, so the radio guy that we're talking to, can we give him a few bucks and have him do the announcement?
How much is a few bucks?
In the
I
30s?
literally asked that. He's like, as a professional broadcaster, he's like, if we needed to employ your services to do this properly, how much would we have to pay you right now to make an impromptu off the cuff announcement that would get us what we want, which is these health risks out of the hands of the public.
I mean, I think like $5 is a lot of money in 1920 something.
I was gonna say, yeah. This dude probably makes $3 an hour if he's lucky.
Excuse me, sir.
So
$10.
All right. There you go.
He takes the 10.
Yeah.
He goes off and just does it live on air during a commercial break.
Yeah. And rolls 100.
Charles just goes,
He rolls and rolls 100.
Smooth,
man.
professional.
well, yeah, what do you think? I mean, if people bring him in, what do you think? Should we, like, stake out the fish house tonight?
Stake out the fish house. Stake out. Is the wreckage still? All right. So is the wreckage still on the?
No.
on the beach. No, the wreckage has been moved, and it's been moved to the Curiosity House, the House of Curiosities. Okay.
Well,
could-
there are 2 places that this fish lady is going to show up.
The aquarium, the fish house, and the House of Mysteries. House of Curiosities. House of Mysteries is a comic book.
I guess it depends on how many people turn their eggs in, right? I mean, how many, Maurice, how many do we have?
Too many, I imagine.
Well, we have the ones that you dumped in my briefcase. Thank you very much.
Did
So
you have more
stake
than,
out one place and we stake out the other. No.
Yeah. Did you have more than one? I mean, I had like 2 or 3.
I only had the one.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well, we have 3 then. I mean, I think the kids were running off with like handfuls of those things.
Small potatoes, considering what's going to be at the fish house and at the museum.
Yeah. Well, assuming anybody actually listens, then takes heed of our broadcast.
Make an idea check.
Now I get it. Ought 5. Extreme
Drop
success.
and dice. Hey, that's finally someone
All
knows
right.
something.
Make it.
It occurs to you that children, at hearing they get to go to the fish house for free if they turn in what they found on the beach,
Oh, wow.
are going to spread this word amongst each other like wildfire. And be running over of, here's our stuff.
We can go touch the octopus.
You remember enough about being a child yourself to realize, wait a minute, this is like crack to little boys.
Yeah.
Maurice
yeah.
was never a child.
Anything gross. She's right. Anything gross is always a.
Well, I mean, yeah. If the kids hear it, right? I mean, they bring them in. That way, they get into the aquarium, drag their parents, right? So, I mean, that might be the spot.
Now, the second point is, are we sure that he is not going to attempt to keep these eggs at the fish house?
Well, if she ripped the doors off of the bank, then I don't think there's anything in the fish house that's going to keep her from getting them.
I imagine
Sure.
he'd keep a few of them for study and everything. He'd probably also have an interest in putting them back in the water to see what happens. Just to see
Which
if
he
like
has already
anything,
done.
something else washes up on the, So,
I mean, he's got one for sure.
yeah.
Well, as long as nobody is in the building, I suppose we should be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fish houses don't tend
Maybe
to
we
have
can get him
security.
signed up for an insurance policy first.
Wow!
That's not a bad idea, I guess. It's a little dark, Maurice, but
Yes. But the policy is void in the event of any kind of exotic.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Any kind of exotic. We want to take an inventory of what you're having. Anything exotic? No, we're not insuring that. That's on you.
Local animal attacks covered.
Local-
Exotic animal attacks. Sorry. That's Maurice's true racket. Is that he goes town to town getting people signed up for insurance policies when he knows that there's also then going to be supernatural disasters in that area.
That are not that literally are acts of God.
Right?
Just not the God you're into. The different,
Right, yeah.
still act of God.
Oh,
They count.
that's cold.
Although a good deep one lawyer would argue Cthulhu is not a god; he's technically a high clergy. If you got like a marsh from Innsmouth to come in and come in like argue, it's like I argue that Cthulhu is not actually a god.
All right, well, shall we rest up? Maybe do a little bit of gambling before tonight?
Yeah. maybe not gambling, but yes, rest up. Yes,
You know
sit,
about
eat.
Flint.
That's a good point. You two probably don't have much money left after the other night.
No, we don't.
That's unfortunate.
Someone so concerned with workers' rights and proper hours kept, and that this kind of thing would also affect him as well. Would try to make sure all employees are kind of equal.
And I really hope that you are keeping track of the hours that you were spending on this.
Hey, do you think we should go talk to that Williams again and see if he knows that they're eggs and what his plans were? I mean, I don't know that he would tell us, but
Could be worth a shot. I mean, if we express to him that he's in danger, honestly, if anybody is going to believe the fact that this is a supernatural being attempting to recollect her eggs, it would be him.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably true. He did have that monster, the
Essentially.
Seaman. I don't know, merman. I don't know what that thing was. It was big. It was huge.
One moment, you guys. I just got to deal with something.
No problem, Frank.
I mean, we could simply be upfront with him. And
Yeah, 'cause
especially if we impress upon him the fact that the rest of his collection could be in danger, especially after what just happened to the bank.
Yeah, and he's probably got
He
at
might
least a handful.
acquiesce to simply handing them over to us.
Maybe. I mean, unless his plan was to collect them and eat them or some shit. Like, who the hell knows, right? He was weird looking, right?
To each their own.
I guess. And then he cocks his head and he thinks about the big giant monster, and then he thinks about Williams, and then he shakes his head. He's nah, it can't be that.
Probably fine.
He's not an earlier version of the thing that's stuffed in the.
Nah.
So I guess we head over.
Another trip to the museum, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys are choosing to take a trip to the museum.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry about that.
No,
Dog
you're
got
good.
a hold of something. I was trying to get it away out of his hand, out of his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
We're gonna head back over to the Museum of Oddities or
Oh.
Curiosities or whatever.
Good idea. All right.
So, the time you head over is early evening to the Museum of Oddities. Yes. No, late afternoon. Be late afternoon.
Hmm.
And Mr. Williams is apparently in the process of closing up early today.
No.
Back again, gentlemen? Do you want to see? I'm closing for the day. You need to come back tomorrow.
Well, no, we actually wanted to, we weren't really coming in for a tour. We wanted to discuss. I mean, we could, if you're closing up, we could just as easily, go out to, go out to dinner to speak with you about an issue, about those pearls.
What concern do you have about them? They're simply a curiosity.
Well, we've today, since this morning, we actually figured out they might not be just a curiosity. Do we want to, show them like what's inside the egg and everything?
I mean, they're curious indeed.
Yeah. Well, I'll ask Maurice if he could take one of the eggs and everything and show Mr. Williams the.
Mm-hmm. Again, briefcase, boom, egg.
So see the little creature inside and everything.
It's an egg, Mr. Williams.
We even discussed it with the local with the fish house, with the person that runs the fish house, and he more or less confirmed that it is an egg.
But we suspect that maybe you knew that already. Was that what your interest is?
Roll psychology.
I don't have that.
Oh.
I have it, but I failed.
I rolled it on 6. Wait. Shit. What's the minimum? I think it's
No,
another
the base
5.
is 10. Base is 10. You make it.
10.
Base
I
is
You
succeed.
make it. Base is 10. You make it.
All right.
I lean forward and I cock my head and squint my eye at him.
Gentlemen, why would I have an interest in eggs? He's lying through his teeth.
Oh.
He is absolutely still interested in them. I mean, they're simply pearls. Lying again. Yes, he realizes they are eggs. And with how much he's lying and still interested in them, and what you saw earlier, go ahead and make an idea check.
That's a 1.
Oh, good, because I failed.
Nah.
All right. This guy's collection is obsessed with mermaids. He had all different variations of mermaids. He was setting up, it looks like, for a new exhibit.
Mhm.
This man wants to set up baby mermaids as an exhibit, probably pickled.
Okay. I'm gonna.
And
I'm
if
just
you
gonna.
if you could get Mama, it would probably be a bonus.
I will like literally say to him, I was like this. The mother that laid these eggs ripped open a bank to steal some of them. I think that you may have underestimated just how risky keeping some of these oddities and curiosities were.
Then he weighs off the. I doubt it.
We've seen it, sir. And as interested as you may be about mermaids and oddities from the sea, is that something that you would like to cost you your life? There has been some. Well, people have been sharing dreams, discussing odd things that they've seen. The Barneses, in fact. Maurice had found an article. I think you had perhaps even mentioned that they were killed over these black eggs, these pearls, as you say. They weren't killed by Mr. Barnes. He may have taken the fall, of course, but there is something much more curious afoot. Or a tentacle, perhaps. No, that one didn't land. Ah, shit. All right. I have to workshop this next time.
I'm going to ask you gentlemen to leave now.
Mr. Williams, do you have any close relatives?
Good night.
I'm just simply saying, if you need help drafting up a will, if you don't have an
Closes
executor,
the door in your face at this point.
Oh well.
Well, it's his funeral then.
He's either the next victim or the bad guy, so we'll figure that out.
Can be both.
That is true. Should we... If there's only another one of us, we'd be able to stake out both places equally.
Well, I see only one space that we need to keep safe now then. Mr. Williams has resigned himself to death, essentially.
Fair enough.
If he wants to lock these away and have this creature forcibly break in and steal them back, then by all means, we've attempted to help him. So at this point, I say we go to the fish market, or
see
the
how well.
we
see
go
if there's been any
we go
luck.
to the fish house, we at least make sure everybody there is safe.
Yeah,
It's about all we can do at this point.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah,
So the
sounds
people
good.
who work at the fish house do go home at night.
Yes. I'm just hoping, if this is
But like with
security
Dr.
guard or
Dr.
anything like
Silverstein,
that.
we at least talk. Can we at least talk to him as we
Yeah.
do we get there before Silverstein goes home?
Make a luck check.
Make it.
Okay, you do get here there just as he's leaving.
You're like, hello, doctor.
Oh,
Have there been
hello. You would. I think every child who collected some of these
Oh, excellent.
paid us a visit today.
Excellent.
They were most happy to give them to us and go spend time looking at our collection.
Excellent. You had enough room for all the eggs?
We had to set up some additional tanks of seawater, but yes.
All right.
You didn't just throw them back into the ocean?
We want to see what they hatch into.
That's a lot of. Oh, well, all right.
We're not sure that all will hatch, so
I guess that's fair. He turns and like squints at Maurice and Frank, like, well, at least they're all here, I guess.
Oh. Do you think that well, no way to know and everything, but we got a significant amount. You must have recovered a significant amount of the eggs.
Would you like to see briefly
Yes.
before I leave?
Yeah.
And he takes you in, and when he said they had to set up some extra tanks, he's talking like there are several 30-gallon tanks that have these in them.
Are they like full tanks or like packed with eggs or like?
They're not packed with eggs. It actually looks like they set up enough to like put them in there so that they could be comfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
There's even sand on the bottom. It's not like they're just sitting on bare glass. The nerds did what they do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot, guys. That's more than I thought there was.
All right. Well, it seems like that was a success. That idea was a success. It's just
I don't think the high five was invented yet.
Doctor, I was wondering, have you given any thought as to what kind of creature might have laid these eggs?
That's the puzzling part. On one hand, they do resemble the eggs of a shark or something else that would lay a dark egg.
Shark.
But on the other hand, they seem remarkably resistant to desiccation, much like the egg of a reptile or a bird would demonstrate. But eggs of ocean creatures don't typically have such a property.
Because they don't need to.
And it's very interesting. We looked at a couple of them, and they seem to have different forms in there, maybe different states of development. So we're most eager to see.
So not every egg has the same kind of creature in it.
There were two forms. One that we saw ones that were a very generic vertebrate embryo, very similar to your typical fish egg, and then another form that seemed to be differentiated into more of a human shape, and then another one which seems to be cephalopod-like. Yet they all have the same outer appearance. It's most interesting.
He said human, right? I heard human.
Human shape.
Okay. Well,
But like
I
a
mean,
fetus.
yeah. I'm like, Charles isn't surprised, but also like, he seems remarkably nonplussed by just being like, yeah, I don't know, they look like fucking people.
I obviously it's going to have to develop more ichthy characteristics at some point, but maybe we're looking at some sort of evolutionary convergence or something, parallel lines of development,
A missing link, perhaps.
Now,
Well,
something.
please, like, be
Or
patient
we
with.
just have no idea what we're looking at, and we're seeing very strangely shaped fins and imagining things.
Now, if you could be patient with me for a moment, what is there any kind of chance that what laid these eggs could actually could come out of the ocean?
He laughs.
Oh, okay.
Creatures that lay eggs like this would not walk on land. That's why I suspect what my fellows described as being human-like really might just be strange developmental forms of flippers that will turn into much more what we would expect fins on fish to look like later.
you know,
Oh,
I
went
read.
down in the marshes. You know, we would often catch mud skippers. You know, they can survive for a little bit out of the water.
He nods.
I read that National Geographic every once in a while. I think I read an article, something about, a lot of fetuses all look the same, right? Like an elephant's fetus looks like a human fetus or whatever, right? For like a certain amount of
there
time.
are huge degrees of conservation in early development. And by conservation, we mean similarities of form. And even in early development, differentiation into limbs. In the case of fish, some of that can be fin formation, can be very similar.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably just that. You said look like
I think
a
some
human.
of my colleagues have spent too much time at Mr. Williams' establishment.
Yeah, that's
The way
crazy
he says it,
talk.
the disdain is there.
I dig
And
it.
and he says, I think they're dreaming of mermaids for whatever fantasy he has instilled in them, but no, such things do not exist.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. And then I'll sidle up to Frank and just kind of like whisper at him, like, "Hey, like if we walk this guy out, like maybe like if you go out last, like if you could slip something in the door, so the door doesn't lock, and then we can like, we can eat these things out of here."
I was like, I give him, I was like, I just give him the Iggy. He just touch his head for say, yeah, I understand.
Right, like slip a business
Yeah.
card
Yeah.
between the latch and the,
Yep.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then, yeah, we would chat him up. Charles would try to like waste time until, like if it's close to 5, like if this guy's going to leave at 5 and just kind of like, oh, that's crazy. We were over there. That guy was off his rocker. Like all he was just talking about mermaids the whole time. I think he had that Barnum Fiji mermaid. I'm pretty sure that's a monkey. You can't see the stitches, but
It is a monkey sewn to a fish.
right? That's what it looks like for sure. Like mermaids. That doesn't make any sense.
All
I mean,
kinda
I've never
tried
been
to
out
give
on
me
a
the
Dreams
door.
of lonely men at sea. That is what a mermaid is.
Manatees, right? They have them in Florida or something. Big like cows or something, but like sea cows.
Yes. All right. If you're gonna block the door, roll your stealth.
Make it.
Okay. So I assume you guys are walking him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would try to waste time to, be the last ones out.
Okay, so you easily do that. You're the last ones out. You rig the door. he bids you gentlemen a good night and goes off probably to get dinner and go home.
So we just wait then until she shows up? Do we just like throw him in the water? Like, I mean, we
Now,
want.
I don't think we can carry all these tanks back to the shore.
Why 30-gallon tank? It's. I mean, they're. I mean, legitimately, right? Like, yay big, like 2 feet by a foot.
Yes.
Yeah, but
They
that's
put
also
water
going to
in.
be incredibly heavy. That's a lot of water.
I think we could pour some of the water out.
Hmm.
I mean, I kind of feel like we should wait until she shows up, which I know sounds crazy, right? Because she's like a fucking octopus lady. But if she knows that we're helping, then maybe she won't kill anybody, right? Like,
Yeah, like I mean, it's like taking them back to the ocean. If we gather them in one spot and she comes and takes them, then no harm, no foul.
I mean, maybe we could scoop some from the big tank to a smaller tank, or like put them in a cup. I don't know. Like we have to look for. They probably have, like
Have you
transfer
ever
things.
been hiking?
What's that?
What?
Have you ever been hiking?
Hiking? Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit. I mean,
Have you ever read the safety guidelines whenever you come across a bear in the woods?
oh, you don't want to mess around with a bear. They're really big.
Now, say that bear has cubs with it.
Oh, then they're even worse. The cubs are really cute, though. They're just like little teddy bears.
And these are cute little eggs, aren't they?
Well, I mean, I don't think an egg is cute.
Would you want to be around this mother with these eggs when she comes to collect them?
Yeah, but you can't talk to a bear. Like if she's a.
And how do you know we can talk to this?
Well, I don't know, but if she's like a
It's
supernatural
in the
creature,
water. You think it speaks English?
I don't know. We just like wave and like point at the
Charles.
things.
Charles.
I'm just saying. Back me up, Frank.
Mr. Williams is already going to die tonight, maybe tomorrow night. If
I'm
he's
not
alive.
saying like stand there and hold
We
them.
don't need another death on our hands.
To that point, if the creature comes here first, and there's some opportunity for a dialogue where, oh, okay, like now if we can get you into that place without you killing anybody, and you can get those eggs,
But you know
we
what
can
though?
avoid
Like,
you.
well, he said they wouldn't dry out, right? And like the eggs that I had because they went up on the floor, right? They were by the window, so like she can like she I guess right. I mean, because that eggs probably anyway. But it was calling the eggs to itself, so like
True.
if we just put them on the beach or like in the surf, maybe. But I'm not saying like stand there and be like, like, hey,
It's an issue of transporting them. Like even if we wanted to transporting, multiple 30-gallon tanks of, eggs.
Well,
we could
Charles,
put
you
them in a
do
smaller
bring up a
tank.
good point.
Logistically
The doctor
not.
did say that they won't dry out.
Yeah,
So
so we just
if
scoop
we just
them
put
up.
these in a bucket,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We
They
should
gotta
be
have
fine.
buckets in there. How do you think they fill tanks up?
we don't need the water. We don't need the tanks. We just need a bucket big enough to carry them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You were all fixated on the tanks. I'm just saying we need to take the eggs out there.
All right, so we'll get our car, get some buckets. That they have buckets there.
Yeah, I'm assuming they have buckets inside. Yeah.
Yes, they have buckets. They have buckets at the fish house.
Yeah, right.
And you want to move them you want to move the eggs from the fish house to the beach.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. All right.
I'm assuming it's near or very close to the water. I mean, I don't know. If not, I guess we go get the car.
It's not too. You could walk it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when the coast is clear, we'll go back into the fish house through the door we jimmied and the door we
Okay.
rigged, and we'll begin transporting the eggs back to the shore.
It's a very easy theft to accomplish.
Okay.
There is not deep security at the fish house.
Oh no.
No, all right.
It isn't like infiltrating Metal Gear.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
All right, everybody, get in the box.
Apparently, it does trick AI. They found that out.
Oh, seriously?
Seriously, the AI recognition security cameras cannot register that the metal box might be or the cardboard box might be a security threat.
AI stupid.
Yeah.
Look it up. There was a whole study.
Heavy
Kojima was
emphasis
right.
on the artificial.
Yeah.
Very little intelligence.
It was done by the military.
That's awesome.
All right, so
All right.
we
So
perform
you-
the.
You take them down to the beach. Do you stick around at all nearby or from a distance to see if anybody comes?
I think Charles does at least. Like, not
Yeah, I'll
within
stay.
like 10 or 20 feet, but, maybe like at the top of the beach away from the water, right? Like before you get back up onto like the boards or the road or whatever. So, like,
Okay. The moon is mostly full, so you have plenty of light to see by. When you sit down and wait, after a while, when it gets later at night, you can see two forms start to surface in the water.
Oh, my
One
God.
stays in the water and is clearly female, at least the part of it that you can see. Very familiar to one of you. The other walks out of the ocean, has a humanoid form, is scaled, has large clawed hands, bears a similarity to a deep one, but it's different. There's no bulging eyes. There's, if anything, facial features very similar, but much more masculine and rough to the octopus woman who's bobbing in the water.
hmm
And the scales seem to be finer. Some of them in certain areas are large, more armored around the chest, but the scales in other parts seem to be more finer, much more normal fish-like.
Yeah.
Does this thing match at all the desiccated husk that's in the Museum of Oddities?
There are similarities, but the two are clearly different once you look at it long enough.
Okay.
I'm assuming this
There's
is a
something
sand
less
check.
malevolent about it than that stuffed thing.
Mm.
It directly heads towards the bucket of eggs. It stands there looking at you guys up on the beach as it picks up the bucket. Like it's waiting to see if you do anything.
Give it the thumbs up. We brought him back.
Don't move.
It's good.
He's us. We're just giving him the thumbs up, like,
Yeah.
And then carrying the bucket, it walks backwards into the water.
Little do we know,
Watching you
the
guys.
thumbs up is actually the equivalent of the middle
It
finger.
was the most racist thing I could have ever shown to an aquatic creature in history.
That's why I was talking to him. This is like you talk to a cat or a fox or a deer you see outside. I'm like, it's cool. We're cool. We got it. It was the storm.
Now the issue is if he just brings him back to the water, then moves back up onto the beach, comes back. Like,
Yeah.
now I'm kicking, not us, but just I'm going to go get the rest of them from the other place now.
Now I need to feed my children.
Yeah.
Okay. Once he sees that you're not a threat, and she seems to, you see her wave from the water. And it is what is possibly the most broken English you've ever heard in your life.
I'm never gonna hear this. Ugh.
It's very loud. From the fish figure, it's like this sort of croaked chirp. Act ooh, which you think might be an attempt to mimic the term of thank you.
Yeah. Charles waves awkwardly, like, "You're welcome."
The female now begins to sing a song, which you guys may roll POW checks.
I'm probably gonna fail this too.
Ooh, I think
Not
that's
make
a
it
fail.
actually.
Yep.
Who failed?
Fail.
Where's my pal? Oh, I'm gonna spend 6 luck so I don't fail. I feel like failing's bad.
So those of you who fail
This guy.
are so those of you who succeed, you feel something that was pushing at your minds and you resist it, but you who failed, your mind is actually bombarded with images as she sings. There's an image of the submerged wreck of the Caroline with what seems to be a nest of black spheres in it.
Huh.
And then you see the Caroline being tossed on the waves, and there's this clawed arm that goes up as if it's trying to pull it back down. The vast portion of it comes back down, but a section goes away. The ship basically breaks, and what you think you're seeing is part of it ending up on the beach, part of it going back down into the waters.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see images of the male walking out on the beach at night and collecting black spheres that went up. You have an image of the two of them underwater seeming to communicate, and she's indicating like they're still missing some. Then there's an image of her walking, surfacing near dawn, climbing onto the beach, and then shifting to legs to walk.
Oh,
And
no,
she
creepy.
walks towards an inland farm where there are children playing with the black spheres that are her eggs. She offers them shells for the eggs. Like she's offering them shiny things.
Mm-hmm.
They run from her screaming. There's a sense of confusion. And then night comes. And the other one, the fish man, goes out to the house that those children ran to. And he takes the door off the house. There is screaming. One of the children waves a gun. The rest of the family panics. They seem to just turn on each other in madness. He ends up killing the father, or excuse me, he ends up killing them as they're panicking and turning on each other, except for the father,
Yeah.
who shoots him. But he leaves with the eggs.
Mm.
And then the images stop. It's very broken and fragmented.
Yep.
So that was probably the Barneses then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
And Maurice will like actually shake his head off and say, well, I think that is theory explained then. Ah.
See, and you didn't want to wait. Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just you were right.
What was
Barnes
that?
didn't kill his family.
What? I didn't hear that.
I mean, he kind of did.
Yo, you're not gonna say it. All right. I got a
You
one.
were, I already said it. You were right.
Yeah,
okay?
there it is.
Good hat. Yeah.
And they both
Now I'll slide you $1. I pay up.
he goes back into the water, and out of the water towards you is tossed a seaweed net of shiny shells. And they both
Oh, joy.
disappear with their children.
All right.
I'll go
Shiny-
grab it.
The shiny shells look like there's anything actually valuable, or is it just, because they wouldn't know,
Yeah, I grabbed the net because
Yeah.
fuck, we did the thing and didn't get murdered, and they didn't murder anybody. Memento.
Well, not tonight.
They're very pretty. They're very pretty shells. They're very pretty shells that don't normally wash up intact.
Yeah. I try to fold it or whatever to not mess it up, but also to keep it. Even if it dries out, then it's just a weird oddity that I could decorate with, sort of thing.
All right. What do we think about about the outstanding eggs? 'Cause-
I mean, they seem happy enough, right?
I don't think they're going to stop until they have all of them.
Well,
and as evidenced by what you saw, by what you were shown, it's not going to end well when they go on shore trying to. They may not have aggressive intentions initially, but just their presence is going to cause problems.
Absolutely, yes.
They probably walked up to the bank. They just walked up, wanted to be let in. They said no, and then they ripped the door off, and then they fought, and they killed everybody. And
they clearly don't know proper etiquette. Knock first, wait for them to answer.
This is how people become cultists. Because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to attempt a dialogue or attempt to, educate them on how to. Well, then why don't you go and do it?
Right.
Then why don't you go and do it? Well, why don't you give us some gold? Here's what gold is. This is what happened to the marshes and the deep ones in Innsmouth.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
The shells were nice, but if you brought me this, like a gold watch, if you brought me this kind of metal,
like teaching a crow,
like a lot of this metal.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's any way for us to track down. I mean, maybe they'll be happy with that. I mean, we don't know how much stuff was scattered about.
Well, that's the whole thing. The kids brought in a hell of a lot of it and everything, but there's got to be people walking around with them. Well, I mean, honestly, you guys had eggs, and they didn't walk up and want them from you.
I assumed they put theirs in.
We would have put them in.
Oh,
yeah,
you did?
We didn't
Okay,
keep
all right,
anything.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that was kind of what I was thinking in the back of my head. They didn't care that we had any, so.
Yeah. Well,
It
I mean,
seemed
she
content.
appeared to me, so I mean,
Yeah.
scared in a sense of hey, give me those back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, can we assume that the kids would have brought all of them?
All right. So how many does Williams have?
I don't know.
Question.
That'd be. Does he have a lot? Does he have a little? If somehow, there's no way to know if some random house or some random hotel guest has an egg on them. There's no way, unless they tell us. There's no way to confirm that. And if they come back and individually go after each and every egg, there's nothing we can do about that. We can do about masses of them.
So go ahead and make an idea check.
Oh. Make
28's going to be a pass.
Make it.
So you notice they just showed you no signs of malice or hostilities when you brought their offspring back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to actually have attempted communication. It was bad.
They attempted it with the barns also. It's just that, their very existence spiraled everything out of control.
It did. Apparently a naked woman walking off the beach towards people freaked people out too.
They probably attempted communication, peaceful contact at the bank, and the same thing occurred, dude.
If anything, you're left with they're clueless.
Yeah.
These are you have encountered creatures that don't seem to actually bear malice towards humanity. It's just we want our kids back, and we trade.
Yeah.
Humans like shiny. They're just not very bright.
Yeah. Problem is they're going to get a bunch of people killed, dude. So.
Well, I suppose the one thing we have to figure out now is whether or not they know where the eggs are located and how many are left.
Well, part of what I was saying was just the individual outliers, like a hotel guest with an egg. That's nothing there's nothing we can do about that. It's too small, too random to really.
Right.
Now, Williams, he has at least he has a collection of them.
Exactly.
So
they also were able to find them in the safety deposit boxes as well.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming then they can actually locate these.
But are they, what do they see as a priority? Do they see one or two as willing to just let that go? Not worth the issue, or do they prioritize, groupings? Because like I said, like if a hotel guest ends up dead, tomorrow because they had one egg, there's nothing we can do about that. Can't stop that. Short of confronting them and fighting them and,
Well, I suppose we give it a day. We see tomorrow night whether or not they return. If they don't, then we consider them satisfied and we can clock out and finish up our vacation.
Or do we want to perform some mild burglary with the Museum of Curiosity? Some mild, just a little bit of burglary. It's still nighttime.
I mean, we could go look.
Sure.
God knows where you'd have them in there. That place is
I'm
it's
assuming
a
near
maze.
the mermaids.
Oh, perhaps. If that's what he suspects they were, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, to be fair, we don't know that's what they are.
Well, they're something.
Merfolk.
Yeah.
So merman.
Though it is 11:20, getting a little late. So.
All right. So burglary for next time.
Burglary for next time.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not still there and we won't have to maybe not murder him.
Oh, that dude absolutely sleeps in a closet.
Well, if we have to, if it comes to a point where we've got to murder him, we might as well let the fish people do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's fair.
There's an easy way to become a cultist. Because if we thought about it and if we knew they were going to give us trinkets, next time we bring some gold and show that to them. Next time, bring this metal. Like, would you like to touch it and see how it feels, and you go down there and find it?
Train them to be your salvage crew.
No, just
Right, so there you go.
like I mean, like if they brought up a giant rock of like gold and was like only 40% pure, that's fine. That's workable.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. That was fun. I was glad we were able to get back to it.
All right.
Dorsey, do you have anything to plug, share, or mention?
Nah, not right now.
All right, Walt.
Same thing as always. My wife's 3D printing studio, Chibi BB Studios. Links are in the show notes, Facebook, all that good stuff and everything. Yeah.
Cool. All right, we have if anybody's watching this in real time, we've got a runners game on Sunday. Jesse's also spun off like a second weird super indie narrative.
There's always something. I can't, dude. I've ADHD. I can't just do one project at a time.
It uses cards and poker chips
Yeah.
and a bowl full of sixes.
I recreated Deadlands. That's no.
with less racism.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, what's the point then?
All right, cool. We have our Patreon up. If you'd like to throw a couple of bucks our way, that helps. We have our T-shirts for sale. If you want to pick up a T-shirt, that's awesome as well. Links in the show notes. Ratings and reviews on your podcatcher of choice. Dubiously helpful, but we appreciate it if you do it. If you have any questions, comments, feedbacks, concerns, you can reach out to us on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram. Well, that seems less useful for that sort of thing, and I barely post anymore because I'm old and I don't really care. You can always reach out to us on emails, legendsoftabletop.com, legendsoftabletop@gmail.com. I don't know, whatever. We don't get that either. Thanks for watching, and I guess we'll catch you next time.
Peace.